Welcome to the STATMed Intro Series 3 of 3, the STATMed Boards Workshop. Let's start off defining the workshop, which, in general, is the second of our two platforms. Specifically, the STATMed Boards Workshop teaches self-defined bad test takers at the medical boards level how to show what they know on test day. Put more directly, we turn bad test takers into good test takers, focusing purely on methodology. But the workshop only works for three groups. The first group is med students at a board prep level, so this covers the USMLE steps 1 and 2, COMLEX levels 1 and 2, NBMEs, and shelf exams. The second group is physicians, so this covers USMLE and COMLEX 3, in-service exams, and all specialty boards ranging from EM, PEDS, IM, family, anesthesia, surgery, radiology, cardiology, etc. And the third group covers related fields, like the Navle for veterinarians and the NAPLEX for Pharm Ds, to name a few. And the goal of the workshop is to address three phases. First, we teach process, then we teach analysis, and third, we teach you how to train yourself specifically for your exam. Now, we want to highlight what makes the workshop different. First of all, this is not a review program. The workshop does not address content in any way. We do not create study plans, but our training tools have a built-in progression, which is what most of our people need. This is not a study skills course. If you want to learn the best ways to study, check out our STATMed class. Our method is not about beating the test. We don't teach deductive reasoning strategies or try to outsmart the test. That's actually counter to our philosophy. And the workshop is not like most other test-taking approaches. I don't believe there's a single right way to read boards questions. Ours just focuses on a particular subset, bad test takers, and it was built emphasizing how we read and process information. So, all of that said, who is the boards workshop for? Our workshop clients say things like, "My knowledge is good. I can teach my peers and I do well clinically, but I just can't show it on test day." Or they may say, "I get a question wrong, read the explanation, then realize I knew enough to get it right, but only after the fact." We often hear them say things like, "I constantly narrow down to 2, then constantly pick the wrong one." Or maybe they say, "I go too fast and make impulsive mistakes." Or on the other hand, they may say, "I run out of time and have to rush at the end." These statements are indicative of some sort of systemic test-taking issue, which the workshop is designed to address. The workshop is for people who make too many test-taking mistakes on boards. To determine if this applies to you, we need to define knowledge misses and test-taking misses. Knowledge misses are when we couldn't recall the details in the moment, when you've never heard of it before, the concept or the detail, or when you learned it wrong. Test-taking misses, on the other hand, are when you realize you could have gotten the question right using the parts of what you knew plus proper test-taking process. It could be you narrowed to 2 and picked the wrong one. Maybe you latched onto one clue and ignored others. You might twist or reduce a clue to make the square peg fit in the round hole. Or maybe you were blinded by a prediction, among others. Now, play a game with me. Let's pretend you missed a hypothetical representative 10 questions. Let each question be represented by a poker chip. So, from these 10 missed questions, how many would be knowledge versus how many would be test-taking? Would it be 3 to 7? This indicates terrible test-taking. Would it be 9 to 1? This indicates the issues are largely knowledge-based and thus not a fit for the workshop right now. Or would it be something like 5 to 5? This is still a huge percentage of test-taking misses and needs to be fixed. Therefore, if you make too many test-taking misses, it sounds like the boards workshop could be a great fit for your needs. Now, let's talk content and logistics. The content of the workshop is divided into a specific scope and sequence. We will guide you through the whole progression, which is already mapped out. So all you have to do is strap in and do the work. Homework comes from your own question bank, making sure everything we do is highly relevant and authentic for you. Structurally, the whole workshop happens online. No travel is required whatsoever. The workshop is a combination of on-demand videos and live one-on-one meetings. And since workshops are entirely one-on-one, they are offered year-round, anytime. Just contact us to interview and get scheduled. The scheduling is flexible and modular, and people often take the workshop while working, during rotations, or studying for boards. The student schedule spans 2 weeks from start to finish, and the doctor version spans 4 weeks. And we schedule as we go to promote flexibility. So for example, a boards workshop student schedule could look like this. You can see how the meetings and homework are distributed, but keep in mind the exact schedule is different for each person. Here, I am including a doctor version, just to give a sense of how the meetings are distributed in that model as well. Homework, schedule, and speed of completion will vary based on each client's needs. The last thing to discuss is when to take the workshop. In general, take it now if you identify with the patterns we just discussed, if you are ready to make practice questions part of your prep, and take it now if you want to change your test taking. Do not take it if you are looking for a magic pill. Don't take it if you are looking for study skills, content review, or a study plan, although those can be done in tandem with the workshop. Don't take it if you're not willing to put in the hard work during and after the workshop, because once the workshop is over, even though the process will be on board, you will still need to work to truly change the behaviors and train for your test using everything we have given you. And don't take it if you think at least 90% of your issues are knowledge-based. And you may want to wait to take it if you are not ready to make practice questions part of your prep yet, or if you recognize that you have these issues but you are not yet at a board prep level. The workshop is just not suited for first years or even many second years. You have to be at a board prep level to really benefit from the workshop. So, to learn more about the STATMed Boards Workshop, feel free to email us, call us, or visit us online. Look, what we do is so rare and detailed, and even this video series may not be enough to wrap your head around what we do and how we do it. So please, reach out to us. We'd love to talk about what we do. Thanks for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.